We're sitting here today, January 1st, 2021, being thankful that this day finally came. We're reflecting on the year 2020 and praying and hoping for the year 2021. You may think, thank God 2020 is behind us and we never want to think about it because it was a year of pain and suffering, people dying, people getting sick, families not being able to spend time together, extended family, people couldn't travel to each other, people lost their jobs, community centers had to close down, children with special needs couldn't be in school, typical children couldn't be in school. It was a very challenging year. Why remember it? But Nechama and I were discussing this morning that actually there were some beautiful things that happened in 2020. There were some inspiring things that happened in 2020. There were some lessons that happened in 2020 that we want to make sure not only we remember them, but we carry it into 2021 and our future. And we take advantage of the great lessons and inspirations that we had in 2020. So we'll share some of our highlights, and I'm sure each one of you have yours.
We realized in a way that we never did before the importance of community. It was amazing to see how we could come together through virtual classes, through birthday caravans, through parades, through special drive-in programs, through delivery of special packages. And in so many ways, we were able to connect with each other. And we realized how important it is to have a community, to have people that we connect with and value and cherish.
You know, one of the things, just to add to what you were saying, you know, one of the challenging things as a rabbi is when you do funerals and shivas, and people who lost family members this year couldn't have shiva, people couldn't come. And you would think, wow, that was, you know, it's a very hard thing. No one could be there to give you a hug. But I did some Zoom shivas, and it was the most heartwarming experience because people were getting up from different parts of the world and joining the shiva. And those who went through this will know how heartwarming and moving it was that the community, there's not only here South Day, but the community, like you said, became the whole world. And we even did classes together with other communities, and we saw people join together in a way that even though technically we couldn't be together, we were still that way. The point that I want to mention, I was just adding to what Nechama said, you know, we always got to add something. The point I want to mention is the word, even though the word that people want to associate 2020 is pandemic, I think also another word that could be used is the word humility. Why that? January 1st, 2020, we were all sitting here figuring out what our next year is going to be. And each one of you had your thing. I remember we were planning that year, 2020. In July, I'm going to turn 50, and I told Nechama, you know what, I would really like to go to Budapest and to Prague, and our kids are going to be away in the summer. You remember that? And we have all, you know, the kids will be in different camps. We had plans for our Chabad and Friendship Circle campus, the Friendship Campus. We're going to be able to raise all the money, and we're going to get all the donors to come. And I remember, literally the weekend, March 15th, the weekend, everything closed down. It was going to be a Sunday Friendship Circle. We had a few potential lead donors to come and see the program, and we had to shut everything down. Our kids called us from schools. Some of them were out of town. They were all coming home. So, you know, you make your plans, and it was very humbling to realize your plans, whatever plans you can make, those plans can be gone. And we thought, you know what, as it gets closer to the summer, I'm sure we're going to be able to send our kids to camp. No. You may have had plans which schools your kids are going to go to. That was gone. We went to Zoom school. You may have had plans for your business, that your business is going to grow a certain way, or you're going to do certain things, and those plans were gone. So it was a very humbling experience, and it brought us a lot of humility, realizing, you know what, we really don't know. We don't know what's going to be, and we just have to have trust in God.
Right. We also really learned the importance of family. You know, we may have known it before, but in ways that we never experienced before. We really spent a lot more time with our family. When everything seemed like it was closed and nothing was available to us, we had our family to spend time together with. And so many people told me that they spend so much more time with their family and connected in so many more ways with their family, and really learned to appreciate just being home and spending time together. I also noticed that people became so much more giving and willing to help this year. It was amazing. Every time that we asked for something, help, people just really rose to the occasion. Even right when the pandemic happened and everything closed down, Rabbi and I were sitting right here in the same spot on the campus, and we were saying, like, what are we going to do? How are we going to proceed? How are we going to run programs? How are we going to help people when everything is shut down? And just then we got a phone call. It was a woman telling us, my husband and I are sitting here, and we said we want to give you a very nice donation because we're sure that you can use it at this time when everything is shut. It's going to be very hard for nonprofits. And I was amazed. I was like, wow. And then a week later, somebody dropped off a very nice check for the Friendship Circle and said, I want to help you now because I know this time is challenging. And I said, wow, without us even asking, they offered their help. And then when it came to the giving out packages, every time we wanted to give packages, I would discuss with the rabbi the number of packages we should prepare. And he looked at me and said, Nechama, you know how long it's going to take to give out so many packages? How could you entertain that number? And I said, I know people are really going to help. And then when I sent out the emails, people really stepped up and they said, you know what, we'll help. And then when I said we need more volunteers, they said, I'll come another day and deliver. And we were able to give out hundreds of packages for Pesach, for Shavuos, for Rosh Hashanah, for Hanukkah, all because people really stepped up to help out and volunteer. And even when it came to the virtual walkathon, our walkathon was set for May, and we were looking at each other in March and April. How could we plan for a walk? No one's getting together, no one's going anywhere, everything's shut down. Who's going to give? Who's going to walk? And we were really surprised to see how many people walked, how many people gave, how many people participated. And similarly this year, when it came to the end of the year charity campaign, we thought this is a difficult year for people. We don't know what the charity campaign is going to look like. But people really gave and wanted to give and wanted to help. And more than ever, we feel that everybody wants to give and help more this year.
So we hope that we carry this message for this coming year 2021, for ourselves, Nechama and I, and for the whole community and the whole world. The message for us is the power of the community, the importance of family, that we have a strong family and cherish your family and spend time with your family. The importance of keep on giving, not only financially, but of your time, of your heart, of your love and your care. And the idea of being humble and